I was commissioned to write a poem about Ken Saro-Wiwa. Ken Saro-Wiwa?
Yeah.
And his struggle and his eventual murder with 8 other colleagues by the Nigerian government in cahoots with Shell Oil. If you understand the circumstances around what's happening in the Niger Delta, you will know that the Nigerian government the Nigerian people don't actually pay taxes. If they don't pay taxes, then they don't get any services. And so that because everybody is in cahoots with the Nigerian government, they're all getting backhanders from Shell Oil and who else, Exxon as well. So they're getting money from the Niger. So I was basically asked to write this piece in the light of Shell Oil being taken to court. It was a set precedent as a court case because it was a corporate being taken to court for human rights abuses. It's the first time it's ever happened. And unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way what you want to look at it, they settled out of court for 15 million, which is a night out for on the tiles for BP. If you're also aware of the circumstances there, you understand about how the land is basically completely destroyed by the pipelines, and how there were gas flare accidents that happen regularly because people are tapping the pipelines because they haven't got any gas coming to their services, coming to their energy, electricity or gas is sometimes coming to their houses. So just giving you a little bit of background as to why this poem was written. There's a book out called Black Gold. It's a book of photography that talks about some of the situations that's happening in Nigeria. There's a particular image that's stuck in my mind, so this photo inspired this poem. And I'm imagining myself sitting down with Ken Saro-Wiwa and just having a convo with Ken, there's this photo of this girl. It's a photo of this girl. She's about 12, 13 years old, slim wrists, long neck. She walks wearing peach with blue flip-flops, and she steps with familiarity over the slippery backs of 8 pipelines. She's around about number 5. Strange. She seeks protection from a gentle rain falling from an African sky, holding an umbrella with a bright yellow shell on it. And behind her, behind the giant palm leaves, dragons are roaring, bellowing black billows of belligerent belches of acridity into the sky. And when I put my ear close to the photo, I can hear her asthmatic breath. Each clap of her plastic flip-flop against her heel makes a poem in her step. It is the sound of everyday people who live with the pipelines, those tapeworms that suck the placenta of the land and excreting toxic into the bloodstream of a nation. The rivers are graveyards, the wetlands are thirsty for clean breath, the land is hemorrhaging, miscarrying cocoa, yam and vegetable seed. And the boys who have given up waiting for jobs to come to them, they eye her as she walks by. You have a whole generation numbed by the futility of existence. You see, it's ironic that their most valuable asset becomes their Achilles heel. As they are idle, these youths who need to have some action, they find themselves dumped in the hands of AK-47 robber gangs who howl in the night to the tune of their masters, those myopic madmen in business or grappling for a fist of flaccid dollars, greed at the price of a village. But then again, everything has its price in the world, like this girl with the poetry in her step. There is poisonous air, this is in her lungs, this is her currency. As is her mother's sludge garden and her father's chest, face, shoulders burned last in the last gas flare accident. But you see, the truth is a jealous but patient thing. It bides no time, it bides no hazes of the facts or credibility gaps. There is only one fragrance it harbors, and that is the fragrance of time. The scent of time moves from freshness to death, then to rot, then to fertilization of new days. It is between the pages of a day in court that a mystery can be solved. Why it takes 12 long years to walk the twisted, violent gauntlet to justice. why 9 lives were thrown into a wound cut with a knife of lies, and how the spirits of the tortured and the murdered can be redeemed from the dispassionate mouth of brutal greed, and how the wondrous alchemy of nature, of Mother Nature, instead of the bitter bile rising to the mouth of the fisherman and the farmer, work songs will rise over the trees. They will dance with the fish along the river creeks, and they will paint across a sky uninterrupted by fire and towers of black smoke. And how the poem of this girl in the blue flip-flops can be fetched from under the fattened rump of human disregard and can be used to reimagine the world. And how she can close an umbrella with a yellow shell on it and walk in the unpolluted rain falling from an African sky. I want to do this poem for the women as well, and also for the men who can relate, who can kind of feel our pain, you know. So this is a spiritual I've adapted. These hands work hard. I've got the whole world in my hands. I overstand the rites of passage through your master plan. Under a purple passion halo, I am woman to shape the patience of this world. My hands are raised to the heavens, palms side up. My throat is hoarse from all the prayers I've offered up. My eyes are bloodshot from the weep in my heart, offered up for all the patience in this world. And I hear the shakalaka-lack of the sufferance train for all the miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles of trials that racked my brain. I am a woman of the waterfalls, ingrained in all the patience in this world. Well, just give me food, clothes and shelter. I'll make a home. Just give me peace, love and water. The cornerstones for humanity to prosper, not your words alone. Respect this patience that I hold. 'Cause I've got shoulders broad as oceans to bear the pain, and I've got thighs as strong as mountains to take the strain, and I've got arms as long as rivers filled by sweetening rain to rock the cradle of this weary world. 'Cause I've got the whole world in my hands, and I overstand the rites of passage through your master plan. Under a purple passion halo, I